YouTube, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the roller coaster of the promotion relegation league here in college football 26. Interesting episode. Coming off the back-to-back thrashing of some MAC teams, we went from we might be stuck in the MAC to are we too good for the MAC? And a lot of it has to do with our running back, Andreas Williams. He is the front runner in the Heisman right now with just over 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns through 7 games. So he has been a huge part in our offense. He has been slowed down lately a little bit, though, a lot of it with wear and tear and different things. But we're moving on. We have 2 games that are against 3-2 teams, I believe, if I remember correctly. So we'll see how we fare against these guys. Recruiting is all ready to go, looking pretty solid, especially compared to last year when we only had 2 commits going into the portal. So things are starting to fall into place as we progress through the promotion series. All right, offense hops on after Temple goes down and scores on their first possession of the game, and we are going to punt on our first possession of the game as that RPO took 9 years to develop. So here we are again in a third down situation. We just got to get it out to Williams. He's going to have the speed. His spin move just not quite there. Just not quite there. But picks up the first down, keeps the drive moving. We are now down in the red zone. So let's see if we can go ahead and tie this game up. The other thing, too, is these games against these 3-2 teams are on the road, both of them, if I remember correctly. So we are we're going into territory which we really haven't had to. So we'll see how the guys fare here, because again, it's kind of an unknown thing. So excuse me. Good Lord, Uter, just go with the switch. You're 2 feet from me. Only took 3 hot routes, but got him to run the drag, and he gets into the end zone. We are back in the red zone. Looked like Temple had a huge pass play, but throwing it right over the middle linebacker, and we almost got carried into the end zone as Johnson gets down to about the half-yard line. And we are on our way to taking the lead here at Temple. And who else? The 15th touchdown of the year for Williams. And I was looking at his stats before the episode, obviously, knowing that he had 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns. He came from Notre Dame, which is kind of crazy to think about, that we got a high-touted guy like that. And he really didn't get a chance at Notre Dame. I think he had 50 total carries. So we are very happy to have him here at Ball State, obviously, especially with how high-touted he was coming out of high school. So we got him to commit. I don't know what that slot corner was doing, but he just stood there. So that was helpful in the pursuit of picking up that 3rd and 8 on a speed option. So kind of crazy. Oh, that's picked. That route was terrible by 80. He was so open. That's not ideal, obviously. If we do get in a position like we were last video, where we had to play 4 games because of the quickness of the video, we do get the rivalry game with the trophy against Miami of Ohio. There's no way that was your read. Good Lord. And then that would be the second to last game of the year. And then to finish the year, we have UL Monroe, and they are in the top 25 right now. So as we get in the end zone again, so the ending part of our schedule is an important one, both with a rivalry game and with a team that's in the top 25 in UL Monroe, which I don't think I've ever seen a UL Monroe team transcend like this one has. So it's kind of cool to see, but we'll see if they are the team that continues to climb with us through this. Obviously, I feel like both of us are going to hit a wall eventually, just because our prestige is going to keep us from getting the players that we need to contend in like the bigger conferences eventually. So we'll see. As I've been rambling, it is 21-17, and yeah, this is not looking good. Not looking good at all. It is early in the third. They're going to hit their crossing on their tight end. There's no way we're going to be able to guard that to a T. So let's move this defensive line a little bit. Okay, they just destroyed us. That's not good. Not good. All right, here we go. Come on. We got to get locked in here. Got to get locked in here. Back there, drop back into pass coverage. Take this. Yeah, and then he's going to scramble. Nobody there. That's so frustrating. So frustrating. Also, help me try to pay attention to this and leave it in the comments. If you play the game, have you noticed that your running back stands in the Genty stand, like the standing straight up now, way more than before? I was on stream and both of my running backs didn't stand like that, and then they just started randomly standing like that. Both of them. It was so odd. It was so odd. We pick up the first down there. It is going to be first and goal. We are down 24-21. We're going to throw right where the blitz was coming from. Too bad it wasn't a leading pass. Grimes probably could have got to the end zone. All right, here we go. See, like right there. Right there. Oh, that wasn't Williams. Never mind. I was going to say, Williams was standing straight up for no reason. He hadn't been doing it all game. We get an offsides call. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Thomas in the game. Again, backup guy. He's really productive as a backup guy as he gets into the end zone yet again. He does take a lot of the touchdowns away from Williams, but it's just the nature of it is all it is. So here we go, third down, quarter winding down, 3rd and 8 for Temple, and what a play by the corner coming off of his guy and making the hit to ensure that they are not going to pick up that first down. But our offense gives it right back to Temple in the red zone. It's going to be 3rd and 5 at the start of the 4th quarter. 28-24 is still the score. It'll be interesting to see how they handle this. Do they make it a 1-point game, or are they going to just out of my reach? They're going to score a touchdown. He's running with it, just not slow, just not fast enough. Just not fast enough. I don't like that speed option. 3rd and 9. It is a 3-point game. So, and plenty of time left also, to be fair. We're going to hit Grimes in the slot. And he's thrown 2 picks today. Obviously, the one was my fault, but we got to make sure that Carpenter doesn't fall down the hole of just turning the ball over like crazy, because it starts to build up very, very, very quickly, just like Luongo's med bill, because he's hurt all the time. It's absolutely insane how much he gets hurt. Going to go ahead and pitch it. Thomas is going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. All right, there we go. Take the lead. Defense needs to do a job. They did, but then we got pinned, and we can't get a offensive possession, which is frustrating. I wish they would add a few more. Like I was talking, I think it was on stream, about how it's like if your offense hasn't done anything in like a quarter, being like, hey, offense is stalled, take over this drive. Or in that case, we just had, hey, they had a great punt, or offense is backed up, get them a first down. Something along those lines of like making it a little bit more. Obviously, you're playing the moments to not play a lot, right? And I understand that, but I think with the way their sim is set up, you need to have a little bit more flexibility, and I would rather have more opportunities to say, I'll skip this one, than me not playing for a quarter and a half and the game already being over and I had zero to do with it. So there's my rant for the episode. We're going to stop them on fourth down. See, like now here, right? They're backed up. Take over. Like, instead, you're going to get one first down maybe, and then you're going to kick it to them at midfield, and now we're going to be back in the same position we were just in. Screen pass. What a great play by, who was that? Was that Ross? That was an insane play by him. It was Davis Ross. What a guy. 3rd and 12. Acting like we're blitzing, then we're going to drop into this right here. They're going to try to take a shot. Who caught that? Nobody? That looks so weird. All right, they're going to go for a field goal. They're going to try to make it a 1-point game here. With 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the kick is up. The kick is good. See now, like, give me, here it is, big game drive, but why did it wait for me to get a first down? Just doesn't make any sense. And we're going to get tackled for loss. Sick. Yeah, let's just keep it on the ground. I typically don't like to run in 2nd and long like this, but when you have Williams, it makes it a whole lot easier to do so, as he's going to break a huge one. We are going to score. There's a whole lot of time left. They do have their timeouts, so we'll just go ahead and score. Defense needs to come up and do their job here. It is an 8-point game. So Temple's playing us close, which we figured they would when we were on the road, and they were 3-2. Oh, I need to make him cut back inside, not outside. What am I doing? A flat pass should never, ever get that many yards. Unless the running back or whoever in the flat makes a play, like make a guy miss or something like that. Good Lord. All right. Playing a lot of defense in this game here. Unsure how I feel. Unbelievable. That's going to get us to the 2-minute timeout, maybe. Nope, their O-line got down there extremely fast. Little RPO. And that's going to get... He fumbled it. Was he on people? Davis Ross comes away with it. They're not even going to review it either. Oh, boy. Let's go. What a play. I was just talking to somebody about how fumbles never happen. And, well, that fumble is pretty big, to be honest. Pretty big. All right. Now we just got to get a first down. Williams, on his way to doing that, is going to be about 3rd and 3. And for Temple's defense, this is the game here. So I'm actually going to audible out of the run play. We're going to go to Price coming across the middle. Just kidding. We got Uter. And that is going to be the ball game. They do use their final timeout, but we are going to be able to kneel it out. On the road, you just got to find ways to win. It's just the way that it is. Any conference, I mean, heck, we probably played Saturday, turn around and played this Tuesday. Who knows? So, you never know with the schedule either. Looking at the stats, 30 of 45, 271, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. 23 for 142 and 2 touchdowns. Thomas got in once on the ground and once in the air, so both running backs had 2 touchdowns today. Grimes 8 for 74 and a touchdown. Uter 6 for 63 and a touchdown. And as I mentioned, Thomas got into the end zone as well. Defensively, Johnson led the team with 10 tackles. Starr right behind him with 9. And Gilbert, Beckner, and Shepard all with 7. Marsh and Gilbert, multiple tackles for losses. Then Davis Ross and Garrison get 1 each as well. Garrison a half sack and Gilbert a half sack. Well, we need to get more pressure there. And Donovan Starr yet again has another interception. This man has been an interception machine as of late. And with that win, Ball State gets Tim Donahue, the Sam linebacker, 5-star from Brentwood, Tennessee. All right, second team where we go on the road. Bowling Green typically gives me trouble in my series, and I don't know why, but that's just kind of the way that it is. So we take on Bowling Green. We go there. So we got to just keep taking care of business. Offense needs a little help here at the 50-yard line. 3rd and 5. We're going to go ahead and go to Williams. Can it get up the seam? Not quite, but he is going to get inside the 35-yard line. Inside the 30-yard line, excuse me. And we are down into the red zone already. Offense is clicking early. We've seen that happen before. Okay. I must not understand how to read the read options right now because they've been atrocious lately. Absolutely atrocious. Williams, we should have probably just tried to race him to the pylon. Great tackle by their safety though, for sure. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. So where we thought we were pretty safe with getting into the end zone, and now we are going to have to settle. What a job by the defense of Bowling Green to really clamp up there as we sneak it inside the left upright. And it is going to be 3-0. And then not a whole lot's going to be happening. Good Lord. 6-3. All right, we are in... Oh, just kidding. It looked like we were in some type of field goal range, but we sure are not. That has to be pass interference. Has to be pass interference. Watch this. Like, I just don't understand how it's not. He's trying to run a slant. Right here. I guess it wasn't as egregious as it looked from my side. Alright, well. Are we going to lose to Bowling Green yet again? Like I said, that we always struggle against Bowling Green. It doesn't matter how good we are. It doesn't matter what team we're playing as. We just always struggle against them. Don't know what it is. He has 2 guys on the catch and he still doesn't drop it. Oh, they're going to get points again. Hopefully, it's just a field goal. Because then it keeps the fact that 1 touchdown gets us the lead. So, trying to look at the positives here. As we are struggling here early on the road, and it's almost halftime. Can I get... They would have hit the seam there for a touchdown. I would have maybe spiked my control. Maybe. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Direct snap to the running back, and we get the stop. We filled the hole as well as we could. We missed a hit stick, though. That could have been really bad. But we do keep them to a field goal attempt with 3:10 left here in the first half, and it's going to be good. 9-3 Bowling Green. Offense has been struggling mightily here, and I forgot that I backed out into playing all of it, so I'll go back to the moments. We get hurt in the craziest ways sometimes. That guy just got hurt in the field goal block. Like, what are we doing? Williams going to fight forward for the first down. 12 carries for 34 yards. They've had him on wraps, which you don't see very frequently. I think there's one other game this year where it felt like he was just not really doing a whole lot. But I think he has one, maybe 2 games. 2 games maybe that he hasn't eclipsed 100 yards. We need Durham back, man. It's so sad we don't have him until like middle of next season. Talk about career ending, essentially. And we dropped that too? No, we are not going. We're not kicking it. Johnson catches it inside like the 1-yard line. Just insane. They were on glue with that guy too. That was insane coverage. Just much better catch. And then Williams gets into the end zone. We take the lead going into half. Offense is putting together a drive here. We need to help them out on a 3rd and 6, just on the other side of midfield. And see if we can start pulling away a little bit here. We have all day, just nowhere to throw it, and that's going to probably be a pick. I was not throwing it to Uter. I was throwing it to Williams out of the backfield. So if you would have caught that, that would have been hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. We're going to walk up, and we're going to drop into our zone. Take that right away, drop into the deeper one. Come up, make the tackle, 4th and 6. Great work by the defense there, making sure that we were keeping them in front on the down and distance and what we needed. Oh, we're losing? When did they get a field goal as Williams walks into the end zone? We take the lead again, but I'm confused on when they got the field goal and why. I guess they've only got 12 points. I was going to say, why is our defense struggling so bad with Bowling Green? But they're going to get in the end zone, take the lead back. What is this game right now? We're in the red zone. It is 23-17, so down 6. Can we throw this to Washington? We can. He's not going to catch it, though. All right, here we go. 9.5 minutes left. It's still plenty of time. It's just sometimes I get frustrated when we're losing. Why? I don't know. We're not very good. I think these guys are like a 63 overall, 60 something. But like, even with that, our 76 or whatever we have is very inflated, so it shouldn't shock me that we struggle against some teams like this. Thomas finds the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Cardinals. Still 7 minutes left. It feels like we are playing a lot of defense in these games this episode, where like last episode we were just like, we almost played 5 games last episode because of the length of it. And how do you, in zone coverage, how do you cover that? Gonna walk up to the line. They're throwing this. Oh, they didn't throw it. And guess whose zone that was? They are in position here to score and take the lead with just under 7 minutes left. Can we force a turnover? Turnovers have been hard to come by when I'm playing myself. They happen a little more frequently in Sim, but nice. Keep them in front, 3rd and 5. A field goal is way better than a touchdown, obviously, because then it sets us up where we just need a field goal to take the lead as well. So, screen. I did not read that very well, but the corner did. What a play. Coming up and making the tackle. Donovan Starr is turning into the star of this defense. He has been unreal as of late. The kick is up. The kick is right down the middle. 26-24 with just over 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. They say big drive, and then it's 4th and 6. I should definitely pump this. Too late now, though. Just make the catch. Thank you. 2 more interceptions from Carpenter. This is what I was talking about the other game, last game. We cannot get him into the groove of throwing multiple interceptions in a game. Well, our left guard just got absolutely destroyed. That's good. Maybe that's why our running backs have struggled today. This D tackle has been a problem. So much so that he hurt that guy, first of all. Second of all, we had to double team him, so the linebacker was running free. That was a dot, actually. We're going to have to punt. Defense has got to come up with a stop here. If we lose this game, you can kiss the college football playoff goodbye. I mean, that is just the nature of it, and there it is. I told you coming into the game, Bowling Green has my number for some reason, and I just don't get it. Just don't get it. 28 of 53, 1 TD, 2 picks, 23 of 74. Carpenter ran the ball 17 times. That's just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. 133 for Washington on 10 catches, though. Good Lord. Devon Starr, 12 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Robinson Jr. with 8. Beckner, Carter, and Yates all combined with 7. 5 total tackles for losses, 2 sacks, 1 from Jean-Louis and 1 from Davis Ross. No interceptions today. Just an ugly game on the road. Final game of the video. We are hosting FAU. And, we need to continue the winning ways. We need to get back to them. And we just need to see if we can get out of the MAC. Remember, this is a year where I was kind of up in the air if we're going to or not. And the previous game showed us that we might not be ready. But we are here. And the goal is to get promoted. So, let's roll. Offense gets to start with the ball, and we are already down in the red zone. So let's see if we can finish this off. Williams, Gills, oh, that's Kenoy. See, I get them confused a lot. I get them confused a lot. I'm pretty sure they have the same sleeve. Buter with the catch, just out of reach of that free safety there in right. Big game here, recruiting-wise. We have 2 recruits on campus, both 4 stars, if I remember correctly, as Williams dives into the end zone, touchdown, Cardinals. And the recruiting class is looking better than last year at this point in time, when we only had like two commits. We do have like 6 or 7 commits right now. But obviously we need more than that, and this visit should be able to at least get us way closer to getting those 2 for sure as Beckner makes the play in the backfield, and then he is hurt. His chest looks like it's about to collapse on him, so hopefully he is okay. But he might not play a whole lot more in this game just because of the wear and tear situation. They throw it up, we deflect it. Should have probably been an interception, to be honest, but didn't get that. This is probably deep enough for them not to have any trouble unless we block it. We got the block. We blocked the field goal. What an effort by number 10. I couldn't catch his name, but what an effort by him getting the field goal block to keep it 7-0. Gotta pull that. 3rd and 2, read option. Made the wrong read. We need to be better. Need to be better. Why are you it's so weird how they just randomly call timeouts. Oh. How does a drag route and a what just happened? Fumble recovery by Noah Carter for 60 yards. Nice. Well, that's nice after the debacle. As I was saying, how does a crossing route and a slanting route get caught up on each other? That doesn't make any sense. Williams is the benefactor, though, of the fumble recovery. So defense does a very good job of giving the offensive football back after the turnover on downs, but now they need help on 4th down. Let's see if we can pop in and give them the help they need. We can. No, Carter can pick up fumbles, but can't guard man-to-man. If they score, they get the ball right back. Get home. Quarterback's able to get it out in that case, which it looks crazy. Interception for 67 yards. Imagine that. Tim Carpenter throws yet another pick. Good Lord. I talked about it in the first episode of this game. We threw a pick in like late time, and I said that's on me because we need to make sure he doesn't get in the groove of throwing picks, and ever since that interception, it has been just interception central. We stopped the QB sneak, and they're going to go for it. Come on, D. Get another stop here. We do. We get home with the sack. And here is one of those moments where I want them to be like, hey, your offense is backed up. Go get a 1st down. So I'm going to start creating my own moments a little bit in situations where I feel like there should be a moment. So once I pick up a 1st down or 2 here, depending on if it's just like right at the sticks or not. Tim Carpenter gets out to the 25. Great run by him, great scramble by him. So now we're going to go ahead and play the moments. Got out to the 20, gave our offense a little bit of space, gave them some flexibility, and now they get us to the red zone. Just catch that, thank you. Uter might be the worst route runner of all time. We're gonna go. What? Just get rid of it. I was really hoping Price would win his route out there on the linebacker, but he didn't. The linebacker ran his route for him. So we're going to go ahead and give it to Ryan. Why do I want to keep calling him Ryan Williams? To Williams, and he gets in the end zone there on 3rd down. We get another red zone alert after what I would assume is an interception. form. We're going to just scramble for as many yards as we can get. We actually get 9. Carpenter with his legs have been showing a little bit more. It feels very consistent where I don't use the legs of my quarterback early in a season, and I'm like, wow, we should probably use these more. But there's been times where like I look at the stat sheet and he runs 15 times, and that's without me scrambling. So maybe it's a good thing that I don't sit there and scramble with him because he's already taken enough abuse. And the fact that he runs the ball so frequently without me on the field. We are going to race to the pylon. Touchdown, ball staked. And we're kind of pulling away with this one. The defense has been playing super well. As I say that, they give up 10 points. So I can never give anybody compliments because then they just go ahead and just make me look bad. Tim Carpenter gets hit as he's throwing, so he can't get it out to the drag route, which I think we could have picked up quite a few yards. I was looking at Yurter. Now we got the little zig route. Just not ideal. Still up 11, so we have plenty of control in this game yet, but going to step up, get it to our slot guy, and we're going to get out of bounds. Isaiah Grimes, 5 catches for 67 yards today, so he's been pretty productive for us. I'm going to have Yurter run this really deep. I was going to give him a chance, but we didn't have a chance. Good Lord, he was in there fast. The free safety blitz gets home. I didn't see any inkling of them bringing any pressure there. Just going to have to go to Williams, but Carpenter leads him out of bounds. All right. No, I wanted to flip this play right away, but it wouldn't let me. So now we got to sit here and audible to it. No, that's all. We're going to get sacked again. The pass blocking in this game needs to be fixed. We could have the best O-line in the game, and there's still just situations where, and granted, don't take it wrong of me saying that we have the best offensive line in the game, because we are far from that. But my Lord. I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was, why can't I flip these plays? Like, what is happening? I can flip that one. I'm so confused. Sorry, I got distracted. And it was, it must have been online because they rushed one guy, and whoever engaged first was the only one that did any blocking, as that pass was very dangerous. And then he got beat, so the guy was like rolling to his right, and he got sacked by one guy. Okay, we're going to settle for a field goal. We are in shambles on the offensive line right now. Absolute shambles. My Lord. 3rd and 1, 31-7. We're going to actually take a shot here because we're going to treat this as 4-down territory. Okay, we're not going to get that, so we're going to go right down to Yurter. And we're going to pick up that first down. We're back on with a 3rd down. 3rd and 6 this time. We're going to bring Admetus across on a drag, but we're going to have Grimes on the out route. On the safety, So that safety has 8 tackles, so he's playing well, but he just cannot cover man-to-man. So you got to make sure that we're aware of that and make sure that we attack those things. The biggest issue has been we haven't had time to attack them as they bring corner blitz that time. They are very blitz heavy. Not going to hit that. We should be able to hit that, but bad ball yet again. Washington should have had 2 steps on that guy, but with a bad throw, he didn't have any. Thought he was running a slant. That's a great play by that corner, though. Thought he was running a slant. Oh, man, we are. I hit the wrong button. I'm always watching. I'm always watching other, like 80. That's crazy. An 80-yard interception. That's not true. Fumble recovery, though. That's how we got the ball back. I always, when I'm watching YouTubers and they're like, oh, I hit the wrong button, I'm like, how do you do that so frequently? And, well, there you go. I've done it a lot. I feel like I've done it a lot this episode. Just so frustrating. And just like that, it's an 8.8. So we were on the verge of a blowout win, and now we are in an absolute dogfight. Safety stayed over the top. We're just going to have to throw it away. Tim has 3 INTs. Oof. Now, granted, a couple of them are my fault, right? So, okay, well, I just messed up this play, so. I'm going to go ahead and hit Thomas. He's going to make it 3rd and 2nd. Or 3rd and 2nd, good boy. 3rd and 2. I don't really want to run a read option, but that's all Chief wants me to run, so we'll go ahead and do that. Tim's going to keep it. He's going to put his foot in the ground. He's going to pick up the 1st down, which is all we were looking for. We're going to go to this counter run. It's done pretty good for us a little bit here. As long as they're not safety blitzing. Thomas is going to get us to the 5, 2nd and goal from there. And, yeah, we just need to punch this in here. There's no other option at this point. Uter drops it. I might need to get Price in there. Price is not as good as Uter, but Price never dropped the ball last year, I swear. He made some crazy catches as Uter redeems himself by catching that and getting in the end zone. But can I get another? No, I'm not going to be able to. Like, how did we not get a... Hey, this is a game-ending drive. Noah Carter with the interception. 4 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and try to score a touchdown. They're playing prevent defense right now. Why? Alright, well, that's only a 15-point win. It's a decisive win, not a blowout win, so we probably lose both of those recruits. Carpenter, 26 of 43. Those 3 interceptions. I mean, one of them was because I thought he was running a different route. And then the corner made a really good play, actually, or the safety, whoever it was. And then the second one, right after that, I hit the wrong button. 196 and 3 touchdowns for Williams. And then Carpenter also got in the end zone with his legs. Grimes, 9 for 141. Didn't find the end zone. Uter had a touchdown, 5 catches for him. And Washington also had 5 catches. So spreading it around pretty well. We just got to eliminate the turnovers. Devon Starr, or Donovan Starr, continues to have a great sophomore year. He has been unbelievable. Um, he had 11 tackles to lead the team, Beckner with 8. He did end up coming back from the injury, which is good. Johnson Jr. had 7 tackles. Tackles for loss, we only had 4. 2 sacks. That Davis Ross and Gallimore had 1 each. Donovan Starr, as I mentioned, led the team tackles with 11, 2 picks, 1 interception by Noah Carter to end the game, essentially. So, defense played relatively well. Again, the turnovers really hurt them, giving up 23 points as well. And that is going to be the episode here after week 11. 3 games this episode. Games were a little bit tighter, so we didn't skip as much stuff. So, 3 games this episode. We have 2 games left in the regular season. We have our rivalry against Miami, and then we have UL Monroe, who was ranked when I looked last. So 2 really tough opponents, 2 big games. UL Monroe has kind of developed into kind of a little bit of a rivalry. They're kind of working up the ranks with us, so we'll see if that continues. But as always, I appreciate you watching the videos. If you're new here and you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. It helps the algorithm. It helps me know that you like the content. So I appreciate you greatly. As always, I hope you have a good day. Hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.